name is Paige. I'm 27 years old. Timothy and I got married 3 years ago. He is 2 years older than me. I started living with my parents-in-law because of their strong request. I wasn't too keen on the idea, but Timothy is likely to get relocated in the future, so I reluctantly agreed to live together with his parents until his job relocation. I thought that it would be a waste of money to pay the security deposit for a real estate agency if he won't stay at the apartment for too long. But I never would have expected that he won't get relocated for 3 years. Since my workplace was far from my parent-in-law's house, I resigned from the company on marriage. That's when I started working from home. Something that I've been intrigued with for quite a while now. It seems like this type of work, wherein I can use my time however I want and work at my own pace, is compatible with my nature. That's why my work has been steadily increasing. However, my mother-in-law doesn't understand how working from home works. No matter how much I try to explain to her, she thinks that I'm only playing games online whenever I do work using my computer. Hey, Paige! You're playing games with your computer again? If you have time to play, why don't you clean the house? Oh, there she goes again. I've explained to you 1,000 times already. I'm not playing any games, I'm working properly. You're always making excuses, aren't you? Are you telling me that your work is to play anytime you want to? That's insulting to both Timothy and my husband. Huh? What's insulting? To work is to wear suits, get on the train, and go to the office. How could you treat it like playing games? Oh, she's hopeless. She'll never understand. It seems like my mother-in-law's mind is stuck in the past. No matter how much I try to explain to her, she doesn't understand me at all. On that note, my husband and father-in-law understand it, and they even root for me.
Work from home. Amazing. That's a very modern way of doing work. I'm not very modern, so I go to the office every day. But as the world changes, so do the working styles. I think you're very advanced for being able to keep up with modernization.
I'm not that advanced.
You started working from home because I told you that my job requires a lot of relocations, right? That's my Paige. You foresee the future.
Just like that, Timothy and my father-in-law rooted for me, so I was somehow able to continue working from home. But new problems have arisen lately. Timothy's house is quite old, having been built 40 years ago, so it's quite in shambles and might fall apart. It's not possible to continue living here for a long time, so we discussed about renovating it. We thought about moving and reorganizing it in the meantime, but it would require a lot of work to organize all the stuff that my parents-in-law have accumulated throughout decades of living here. So we ended up living here while the house was being renovated. Of course, while the house was being renovated, there were rooms that we couldn't use for the time being, and the room that I've been using for work became a storage space for the things from said rooms. So I have no choice but to work in the living room, but my mother-in-law still thinks that I'm just playing, so she talks to me even during times when I'm in the middle of a meeting. Paige! Stop playing games with your computer! You should be preparing dinner soon! Oh my God, have mercy on me! I don't deserve to be treated like this. I told her now to talk to me during this specific time because I'll be joining a meeting. I was thinking of ways to make her understand the situation, but... Hey, I'm talking to you! Answer my question! My mother-in-law said that and came closer. She then peeked into the computer screen. Mother-in-law, please stop doing that. What? Are you guys as Paige's friends online? My mother-in-law peeked into the computer screen, and she stared at the people on the computer screen. You guys should stop playing online too. You're full-grown adults, for goodness sake. My mother-in-law pointed at the people at the screen, and she said those words with a satisfied look. Oh my God, my goodness! I'm screwed. My face turned red out of embarrassment. I apologized to everyone after my mother-in-law left the room, but this incident became a laughingstock for business partners. Since then, every time I joined an online meeting, they remember that incident and I became a laughingstock. Oh, this is so embarrassing! However, my mother-in-law wasn't the only one who was illiterate with computers. A few weeks later, Timothy has a younger sister named Ariana. They have a huge age gap. Ariana is a 23-year-old housewife, and she lives with her husband in the neighboring city. After she and her husband got married. Maybe it's because she was born after their parents were quite the age, but she is quite spoiled by them, so she does whatever she wants. I heard that she works part-time, but she comes to visit her parents quite a lot. Paige, what are you doing? I envy housewives. You can do whatever you want all day long, like playing games on your computer and stuff. Huh? What is she saying? No, I'm not playing with my computer. Actually, I'm working from home, you know. She's from this generation, so I'm sure she understands what working from home means. That's what I thought, but you don't have to keep on telling that lie. Remote jobs are only possible for skilled and talented elite people, right? Paige, you're just trying to sound cool by saying that you're working from home, right? Huh? I'm not trying to sound cool at all. No, in this day and age, it's not restricted to elite people, you know? Ariana doesn't seem to be convinced even if I explain it to her. Oh my, you don't have to pretend like you're working. It's impossible for ordinary people like you to work from home. You're just playing online games, right? Just like that, she doesn't understand me at all. Like mother, like daughter? My mother-in-law and sister-in-law keep on disturbing me when I'm working from home. So I asked Timothy and my father-in-law to talk to them, but my mother-in-law and sister-in-law just grin broadly and say yes mockingly. However, about 3 days passed. They started disturbing me again. What in the world is happening inside their brains? I tried different methods like avoiding the times when both of them are around, and I also tried working outside at cafes and office spaces. I got more and more stressed out the more I couldn't work freely as I wanted. Then at last, an incident happened on the day I was preparing for work, when something caught my eye. It was a wretched appearance of my computer in pieces. What? Why is my computer broken? I'm pretty sure I put it in its proper place after work like I always do. I stood there dumbfounded for about a minute or so. Then Ariana called me and walked into the room. Oh my, you found out! Ariana laughed at me like there was something funny. Found out? What do you mean by that? Oh, I thought of playing games online last night, so I borrowed your computer. Huh? I don't remember permitting you to use my computer. But it demanded me to type the password and a locked screen appeared and I couldn't open it. It said something like password incorrect and stuff, so... Of course it's password protected. It contains work-related stuff, so the security is tight. And so, what did you do? I suppressed my anger and asked her. I typed this and that, but then my hand slipped and... Huh? There's no way it would break like this. If all it did was fall from the table. And then, what did you do after your hand slipped? That computer doesn't listen to me at all. I was so irritated by it, so I cracked it in half. How dare you put a lock on it when you're just using it for playing games? You're so selfish for not sharing it with me. I want to play games online too. Password incorrect? Ugh, so annoying. What? Why is she the one angry when she's the one who broke my stuff? Then my mother-in-law heard the ruckus, so she walked into the living room. What is that, Paige? You locked your computer for security? What do you need security for? Ah, you're guilty of hiding something, aren't you? That's why you locked your computer. You're doing something that you don't want anyone to know about, right? Don't tell me you're cheating on your husband. That's what you're doing, aren't you? Paige, tell us the truth. Ah! What in the world is wrong with these people? The computer is mine. Why are you acting like the victim when you're the one who broke my computer? Of course, I don't want other people to see the contents of my computer. It is filled with information from my clients that I shouldn't be sharing with anyone. I need to lock my computer to secure the data. I'm not cheating on my husband at all. You're unbelievable. The two of you, get out of here! Not able to hold it in much longer, I ended up shouting my thoughts out loud. However, Ariana and my mother-in-law refused to listen to a word I said. What work? Stop acting all high and mighty when all you do is play games online. Don't lose your temper just because you can't play online using your computer anymore. That's right! Since you're always playing games with your computer, I broke it so that you'll be more serious about life. For your sake, I broke your computer with all my heart. Ugh! What in the world is this woman saying? Does she even hear what she's saying? That's right! Ariana did it for you, you know. By the way, you're the one who should leave, because this is my house! You keep saying that you're busy working and you don't even help with the chores at home. You're an eyesore! I can't believe Timothy got brainwashed by you. Both of you are not very nice. That's right, that's right. This is our house, so you're the one that needs to leave. Oh no, this is not good. If I stay with these people, I'm going to lose myself. With that in mind, I just glared at them and I ran out of the room without saying a thing. Oh, she's exaggerating. Her toy just got broken. What's the fuss? Yeah, she's so childish. I heard them bad-mouthing me behind my back. They don't feel remorse at all. I will never forgive them. I had the data backed up, so they were safe. I then used my old laptop and continued working, but I became even more angry towards Ariana because she didn't show any signs of apologizing to me. That night, I reported what happened today to Timothy.
She might be my younger sister, but I can't forgive what she did to you. She doesn't even try to understand, no matter how much you try to explain it to her. I'm fed up with them, even though they were my family. I'm sorry, Paige. Maybe we shouldn't have agreed to live with them. I don't want to see their faces ever again! Let's get out of this house!
I nodded to Timothy's decision. Just as I initially thought, it's very difficult to live with people who don't understand my job. And I did think that I should just be patient for a short while, but I've had enough of them. I can't take this much longer. You're right. I guess it would be better for us to live separately from your parents. However, if we back down like they want to, we'll just be right where they want us to be. I can't put my mind at ease if they don't feel remorse for kicking us out. When I told Timothy that, he replied,
You're right. Those blockheads need to understand.
That's where I made a certain suggestion. You're right! How about we do it like this?
Wow! Great idea. That's my page.
So just like that, we decided to get back at them. The next day, I talked to Ariana and my mother-in-law, who just woke up from their sleep, about what happened yesterday. I understand. I will leave. Hearing my words, both of them said hooray. That's right. Be happy while you still can. We're leaving for a vacation today, so pack up your things before we arrive home. Understood? I can't believe how mean-spirited they are. They even demanded we move out in 3 days. But despite that, I responded with a smile on my face. Yes, understood. Okay then, good luck. This stupid mother and daughter. It's too late for them to apologize now. 3 days later. Ariana and my mother-in-law arrived home from their trip, and they went straight to my apartment after that. I can't contain my laughter because they came here as expected. Oh, mother-in-law, welcome home. The two of them were pale and shaking when I opened the door. Paige, what is happening? Our house is empty. There's nothing inside. All the furniture, including those we bought last time, like the sofa and drawers, are gone. Oh, those pieces of furniture? Timothy and I brought them to our new apartment. Huh? What? But why? Why? Because I bought all of those pieces of furniture and appliances with my own money. It's just so right that I bring them with me, right? And also, none of the renovating contractors are on site. The construction is not progressing. What in the world is happening? That's right! Also, a sheet is being used to cover the huge hole in the wall. Why? The construction workers tore down the wall during renovation, and they will be adding from there. Oh, about that. I was actually the one paying for the renovation of the house. But I don't live there anymore, so I asked them to stop the renovation work. Actually, when the renovation of the house was decided, my father-in-law discussed the matter with Timothy and me. My father-in-law was already in his 60s, and he was about to retire, so he told us that it would be financially challenging to pay the mortgage. So we decided that Timothy and I would take out a loan with our names. We concluded that Timothy and I would use that house however we wanted in the future. My father-in-law made a down payment, and we decided that we would all live together in that house, just like how things were. I'm sure my father-in-law explained the situation to my mother-in-law, but she probably forgot or maybe not even listened at all. But my husband paid the down payment and Timothy's going to pay for the loan, right? Renovation of the bathroom and the kitchen are done, right? It costs about the same as the down payment and... Oh, by the way, Timothy is not the one who paid for the loan, but me. It was easier for me to pass the screening since I earn more. The house is under my name. What? You're just joking, right? Why do you earn more than Timothy when all you do is play games all day? That's right! How could you earn more than him when you're just a housewife? I told them I'm properly working from home. Oh, yeah, I told you a lot of times already that I'm properly working from home. You're the ones who chose not to believe me when I told you. You even broke my purpose tool for the trade. By the way, Timothy and I have been paying $2,000 every month for rent and living expenses, but all of that money was also from my savings. What? Everything? You mean you, Paige? Yes, that's right. Timothy said he'd pay half of it, but he still has to pay his student loans, and fortunately, I'm working on a huge project and I have a stable income coming in. That is why I suggested to Timothy that he uses his money to pay his student loans, so he can pay it off faster. Since we already moved out of the house, I won't be paying $2,000 every month from now on. What? We haven't paid for our trip yet. I know. Mother-in-law, you use the money I paid to you every month for your pleasure, like shopping at luxury shops and on trips. You were living such an extravagant lifestyle, weren't you? Also, the house is under my name, so if you ever want to live there despite it not being fully renovated, you'll have to pay rent to me. What? Hey, wait! Rent? What are you talking about? It seems like I won't be using it anytime soon, so I think I'll tear down the house and clear the land. Maybe I'll even turn it into a parking lot. That way I'll be able to earn from it. Mom, are you all right? Of course I'm not! You monster! Stop messing with me! Oh my, now she's angry when I should be the one angry. That's when my father-in-law and Timothy showed up. Timothy and I told his father about the situation. He was so appalled by the behavior of his daughter and wife, so he agreed to our plan.
Get a hold of yourselves! What are you complaining about when you were rude to Paige and treated her badly?
My mother-in-law and Ariana became downhearted because of the force of my father-in-law's words.
I will never forgive you for what you've done to Paige! I don't want to see your faces ever again!
Just like that, my father-in-law dragged them home. They got what they deserved. After that, my father-in-law and mother-in-law got divorced. Apparently, my father-in-law was fed up with my mother-in-law's spending habits, buying luxury brands, and of how she kept talking bad behind other people's backs. My mother-in-law was complaining about the alimony, but the lawyer said that given her spending habits, it's just right to charge her alimony. She was kicked out of the house because of that. I heard she now lives in a shabby apartment, and I heard that she's working part-time now. As for Ariana, her husband found out that she went to her parents' home a lot. He thought that it was suspicious, so he hired a detective to find out the truth. To his surprise, Ariana was having an affair. He divorced her immediately and demanded alimony from her. I heard that she went to her father crying, but he cut ties with her too. He told her that he didn't want to call such a careless woman his daughter. It seems like Ariana went to her mother's apartment, but actually, the other day, the bill collector saw the two of them go inside the casino together and caught them. I saw them crying for help. They're probably addicted to gambling, even though they have a huge debt. Well, it would be impossible for them to live a decent life from now on. Karma got them where they should. After that, my father-in-law's house reservation was continued. It looks like my father-in-law is enjoying his single life.
Paige! I'm finally getting relocated for my job!
What? Really? Where? Is it far or is it near here?
Actually, it's Tokyo.
What? Really?
Absolutely. You're, of course, coming with me, right?
Of course! It was the right decision to work from home. Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!